Exploratorium has actually been sending expeditions out in the world to broadcast solar eclipses to the masses for over 25 years now. And from the very beginning, that started as a partnership with NASA, who were interested in telling the story about the sun.
Of all the stars in the sky, and the sun is just an average star, average size, average temperature and stuff, but of all the stars in the sky, it's the one that's important. Understanding it is really important for humankind to remain on the Earth for hopefully a long time, but it's also beautiful. And this is one of the opportunities you get to see the real beauty of nature.
Sharing of a natural phenomenon is really at the heart of our mission. And not everyone can get into the path of totality, but the Exploratorium 25 years ago decided to broadcast a total solar eclipse, and NASA's involvement and participation has just broadened the reach and impact that we're able to have.
Recently, we had a great opportunity because there were two eclipses that happened in the United States within a span of 6 months. One was an annular eclipse, and we were able to provide that eclipse from a location in Utah in the Valley of the Gods. 6 months later, we could do another eclipse in the United States. It was from Texas in the hill country just west of Austin. That was a total eclipse. We also had secondary sites. The first eclipse, we had one in Ely, Nevada. The second we had in Torreon, Mexico. This is because you never are quite sure what the weather is going to be like on the day of the eclipse. So we've learned how to do productions really in any situation with it being a sort of a self-contained unit.
So it's non-trivial with tons of gear, satellite trucks, uplink trucks, all of these people getting all of that coordinated.
Us coming here for 4 days and setting up the equipment and doing multiple testing and doing run-throughs of the program is one thing, but it's been a year of planning for us and even longer for the Exploratorium.
So one of the things we try to do is get really good image with our telescopes of what's happening with the sun.
So we're constantly working on providing the best quality images.
How do you take a telescope feed and turn it into a video feed that you can broadcast on the internet or broadcast on television? So I've come up with ways to make that interfacing with our telescope guru guy, Bill out there, to get his images turned into video.
So we do a 1-hour show in English and a 1-hour show in Spanish. We think of this as being a virtual field trip. Like, you couldn't be standing here. We wish everyone could be, but we try to be stand-ins for that experience.
When I'm doing a show, and especially this show, is if I'm watching at home or a computer or whatever, is I want to feel like I want to be there. So I want to bring that experience to people.
Not everybody's going to get to be here. Not everybody's going to get to be in the path of totality. In fact, that's a really finite kind of specific experience, right? But at the very least, what we can do is we can share everything we are experiencing and what we know about it with a wider audience.
For each of these broadcasts, we spend a lot of time doing all we can to make sure we provide access to everyone in the world.
If we can let kids and people around the world experience what we're seeing, maybe that'll encourage them to go see it themselves, because it is like something very special, I believe. And day-to-day life, you know, you get in the rut of day-to-day life and you can stop, slow down, experience what's going to happen here. Some think it's life-changing.
And we, as science communicators and educators, I think are really able to take that and share our love of learning with the world.
When you see something and something touches you, you yearn to understand. And that is what we hope this experience will do for the future generations.
Yeah. It's that sensation of, it's just awe. We live in a world where we've lost that, right? Because everything is so readily available and so fast that we forget that these little tiny things that are available in the universe for us have the power to bring you to tears.